Welcome everyone to another edition of Get Your Game On, the channel dedicated to immersive gaming experiences. So if you're into immersive gaming like I am, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below. Now after my last video introducing the DOF Reality H6, I got an email asking me why I chose the H6 over some of the other offerings out in the marketplace. I thought, well heck, why don't I just shoot a video reply to that, just in case somebody else has that same question. So let's talk about it. So I feel like I need to make a little disclaimer here. I am in no way affiliated with any of these companies. I'm just like you. I'm just an average customer and I pay for everything that I own. Now, having said that, if you own any of these systems that I'm about to go through and you're happy with them, that's great. For me, I was looking for the most degrees of freedom in a system as affordably as possible from a reputable company that had a track record. So that was my criteria for looking for a motion simulator. If your criteria is different, or if you're fortunate enough to be able to afford a nearly $50,000 motion simulator, more power to you. I'm happy for you. Now, this is typically what you've found in years past if you even wanted to think about getting into motion. This is really a commercial motion simulator, but they didn't really have anything that was affordable for the average Joe. And as you can see here, this is just the simulator. There are no seats, there's mounts and everything, but you don't get any pedals, you get nothing. You just get this frame, and it's almost $50,000. So, let's look at simulators that might be a little bit more reasonable for the average person that might want to get into this. So we're going to go over here to ProSimU. Now ProSimU is a company that's been around for a long time. They make really good products. But let's look at the pricing. Now compared to the $50,000 before, we can scroll down and see much better. So that $50,000 simulator, to top it all off, that's only a 5 DOF. That's not even a full 6 DOF. That's only 5. So we're going to come back to ProSimU, and let's say we want to do a 5 motion. Well, it's not even actually 5 DOF. It's only 4 DOF here, and you're still talking over $9,000. Now, if you want to go to the full 6 DOF, look at that price tag. You're talking $23,000 to get a full 6 degrees of freedom from ProSimU. And look how big that is. That's a consideration you also need to think about, is where this is going to sit and make sure you have the space when you start getting to something as big as that. So let's talk about the simulator that I was going to purchase before finding the DOF Reality system. And that was this next level racing platform. Now the previous systems were full motion platforms. They moved the entire unit as one. This here is only a seat mover. So this basically goes under the seat and moves the seat, and it's only 2 DOF. So it's pitch and it's roll, and that's pretty much it. Now, as you can see here, just for that piece, and again, we're talking, this is the price just for this unit that moves the seat. We're talking roughly $3,000. I'm just going to make the math easy. So $3,000 for that. And you also have to purchase this. So the seat mover goes right under here, but you still need this frame. So that's another $1,000 roughly. So now you're at $4,000 for a unit like this. And then if you want to go to full 6 DOF, which is here, and that's not even true 6 DOF. As you can see, it's only got partial heave. It's not even full heave, it's partial heave, which I have no idea what that is. Then you have to go here, it's another $6,000. So you're talking almost $10,000 for a nearly 6 DOF unit. Now I have purchased some of their next levels products before, and their quality is really good. I have no complaints with the quality of this company. Again, I was seriously considering going all in on this system here. But then I found the DOF Reality system. And let's go in here, and I'm going to scroll up and show you where we're at. Here we go. This is what we're using. This is the DOF Reality H6. As you can see, just over $4,500. Now, just to be fair, if you did purchase the next level, that did come with a seat when you bought the frame. This does not come with a seat. So let's throw another $400. Let's just call it an even $5,000. So you're still at half the price of the other systems. Now, let's go over the specs real quick. Obviously, we've talked about this, 6 DOF. And it's a full motion platform. And it has 17 degrees. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. Speed, power, all those good things. And here's the nice thing. That footprint for a 6 DOF system, that's a pretty reasonable footprint. That can fit in a lot of spaces. So, I'm very happy with that. So that's why I made this purchase. Now, the neat thing about DOF Reality, in addition to this system, if you were just to buy it all out, say you don't have $5,000. Well, you can come up here and start with a 2 DOF system. Here you go, $1,500. And that's this system here, get 2 DOF. And as you can afford it, you can take that system and you can buy upgrade kits. And then you turn it into a 3 DOF. And then when you get a little bit more money, you keep coming down. And now you can take what was once a 2 DOF system, and through upgrading it, you can get all the way up to an H6 as your budget allows. So that's a pretty nice upgrade. Now ProSimU does a similar thing, but depending on if you want to go to the 5 DOF or if you just want a 3 DOF, you have to be really careful on which motors you start with, because they're not completely upgradable. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the one disappointment. I want to talk now about the one regret that I have from buying my H6. And it's that I didn't spend more money. If I had known then what I know now and known how much I absolutely love this system, I wish I would have saved my money for just a little bit longer and got this P6 system. Again, it's exactly the same system. The only difference is the motors are designed more for an arcade use, more industrial, so system that's going to be used 8 hours a day. But the big thing for me is it's got just those 4 degrees more of movement. And for most normal people, I don't think they'd want to spend over $1,800 to get 4 degrees of motion out of it. But for me, how much I enjoy my H6, this would make it even better. So I wish I would have saved up and gone the direction of the P series instead of the H series. And who knows, maybe one of these days when I can afford it, maybe I'll upgrade and get 6 of these Pro motors and just swap them in and get that little bit of extra. But as you can see from all this, and here's our upgrade path, as you can see, you can upgrade all these units and get up to where you want. Again, you just have to decide from the start whether you want to go with an H series or a P series. But you can see, there's all your specs right there. So that's why I chose the DOF Reality H6. And to me, there couldn't be a better deal out there. So I hope that answers your question why I chose the H6. Now, this is a series of videos on the Motion platform. If you don't want to miss anything in the series, make sure you like and subscribe. And until next time, remember to get your game on.